All right, this should be short and sweet.
Short and sweet, like me.
Aw, that is like you, huh? Ready to get into it?
Yeah.
Wait, what was that voice?
Yes, I am.
Sorry. Hello, everybody, and welcome to our latest episode. I'm gonna freak out now. I have it in my head of all the bloopers from before.
I don't really do bloopers on
Episode.
this.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to our latest episode of Classic Albums 101.
Yay!
I've got Jana here, of course.
Hi.
And this is our new format where we do a song reaction before we jump into discussing the album. So that's what we're going to do. So the album we're covering in this episode is Court and Spark by Joni Mitchell, which is a little different than what we've done because it's not... Usually we do stuff in the rock realm. Rock genre. But this is more pop-centric and maybe with some jazzy undertones, perhaps, but more in the pop world, singer-songwriter style. So this should be fun. So we're going to listen to Help Me from Court and Spark.
I don't know that I've heard any of her music.
Yeah. I decided to pick this probably the biggest hit song, I think, on the album. So I thought it would be probably the most interesting one to start with.
The only thing I know about Joni Mitchell is that she is talked about on the show This Is Us.
Right.
Because the mom, played by Mandy Moore, tried to have a musical career in the 70s. And she's like, I kind of have a Joni Mitchell sound. And so now I think Joni Mitchell would sound like Mandy Moore. But I don't know if that's true.
We'll see. All right, so we're going to listen to the song here. It's a fairly short song, so should be a nice little listen.
Okie dokie. I'm ready.
Let's get into it.
Oh, it's fun.
Help me, I think I'm falling in love again. When I get that crazy feeling, I know I'm in trouble again. I'm in trouble, 'cause you're a rambler and a gambler and a sweet-talking ladies' man. And you love your loving, not like you love your freedom. Help me, I think I'm falling in love too fast. It's got me hoping for the future and worrying about the past. 'Cause I've seen some hot places come down to smoke and ash. We love our loving, not like we love our freedom. Oh, didn't it feel good? We were sitting there talking, or lying in our talking. Didn't it feel good? We danced with a lady with a hole in her stocking. Didn't it feel good? Didn't it feel Help me, I think I'm falling in love with you. Are you gonna let me go there by myself? That's such a lonely thing to do. Both of us flirting around, flirting and flirting, hurting too. We love our loving, but not like we love our freedom.
All right.
That's fun. I like that. That was just a nice little groovy little love song. Like, we like our love, but we like our freedom more. So, are they really in love? I don't know. That's like my first impression.
Yeah. That's cool.
So, I love her voice.
Yeah.
There were a couple times where she would sing a line and then end it with a really, like, high-pitched, like, go up a couple notes and just, like, it was really cool. That was neat. She's got a great voice. Very, like,
great
smooth
voice. Yeah, and you can really, I know you care a lot about, you can, like, hear what she's saying. Like, her words come out very clear. And, like, she's a great writer. Like, just the lyrics are really well written in all her music. So, really good that you can hear those very clearly. And and she has a beautiful voice for sure. I like the kind of, like, jazzy vibes to it as well.
Yeah,
so.
that was fun.
It's kind of a newer... Like, her previous albums aren't quite as, like, jazzy like that, I think. So this is kind of
when is this album
newer
from?
Development. I believe it's 1974, I want to say. 73 or 74.
That's cool.
Yeah.
That was a really cool one. I liked it a lot.
Yeah.
I don't know that Mandy Moore sounds like her so much. Maybe. I don't know. Maybe.
I don't know.
It's been a while.
Can't really weigh in on that. I don't have a great...
You're not, like, jamming out to Candy
memory
every...
Mandy Moore, yeah.
Mandy Moore's Candy.
Nah. I heard that back when I was, like, a teenager, probably, but...
That was back when she, like, was, like, teeny
like a pop star, like Britney Spears style.
Yeah, but she matured as she got older.
Right.
You know?
As people do.
Yeah.
All right, so good first impression. Interested to hear more of the album?
Good first impression.
All
yeah,
right,
I'm excited to hear the rest.
All right, cool. So we'll go off into our respective places and listen to the full album on our own, and then we'll come back and discuss the album in whole. So,
okie dokie.
All right, we'll see you guys in the next piece of the video.
Bye.
Transition.
Cut that out. Don't use that.
All right, so we're back. We just did the song reaction, and now we're transitioning over to our album discussion.
Yep. Now we've listened to the music.
Yeah, we've listened to the album
in
full, and now we're going to talk through the album itself.
Mm-hmm.
Joni Mitchell's Court and Spark from 1974. So Joni Mitchell, of course, is a prominent Canadian-American singer-songwriter. Draws from folk music, pop, rock, classical, and jazz. So a lot of different styles that you can hear in her music. This is her sixth studio album. So she started in 1968 was when her first album came out. And this one came out, like I said, in 1974. She kind of took a break. She had an album each year from 68 to 72 and then took a break in 1973 to kind of compose this album and take a little bit of more time with it. I think she was drawing more influences from jazz for this album than she previously had. Her earlier albums are more like folk rock inspired. So she was kind of adding new elements to her music and experimenting a little bit with it. So this is kind of the result of that, and it's a really cool album. I think it's a really fun little album.
I enjoyed it a lot.
That's good. I hoped you would.
Can I start talking about it?
Yeah, of course.
Okay, so my general thought, like when it comes to like 70s music, is that a lot of times it sounds like 70s music. I think I really like songs that sound timeless and maybe where I won't be able to tell like where it's from.
Okay.
And so this one, the beginning of it like sounded like an older album. Like it just had the sound of the 70s. And which is, great. Like I like that music, and but sometimes it can feel dated, and I didn't feel like this felt dated. Or maybe only one or two songs. I don't know. Okay. But I really enjoyed this one, especially like the later part of the album. The second half of the album, I felt like there's a little more variety in the songs. Yeah. And so, the one I keep singing in my head, I find myself singing in my head, is the one that we reacted to.
Yeah.
The help me.
Yeah.
So that would be like, we usually pick like 3 songs that we like and we talk about them. So that would be, one of your choices. Yeah, I just enjoyed it a lot because I think that the melody is unique in it, and it's been like sticking in my head. So I've been enjoying it a lot. So
that's cool.
In my head. I don't know all the words yet, which I never know any of the words of any of the songs that I'm singing. And that's kind of the inside joke that we have between us. Whenever I sing music, I don't sing the right words at all. But I like it, and it runs through my head a lot, and I enjoy it.
Yeah. I feel like with Joni Mitchell, the words are kind of important because she's kind of like a poet, I think. Like, there's a lot of words in her music, and, you know, they have a lot of meaning to her. I think this album has a lot of meaning in different ways, kind of a lot about like love and about freedom is what I heard, kind of, and the relationship between the two. Like, sometimes like being in love might restrict some of your freedom in some ways. So it's kind of the battle between those two ideals, I think, in a lot of ways throughout the album. But yeah, Help Me, I really like as well. It would probably be one of my 3 picks. I mean, that's why I chose it for us to react to. You know, it's one of her most popular songs, one of the biggest hits that she had during this period, you know, and I really like the laid back kind of groovy, jazzy style. You know, we talked about it when we did the song reaction. Love the guitar playing and Joni's kind of lilting voice.
Oh, her voice is
just
so good.
Really beautiful. So
Her
I would
is just amazing.
kind of agree on that one. It's a really beautiful track that really stood out to me as well. Just really catchy and really cool.
Yeah.
Do you have another choice?
I do.
Yeah, let's hear it.
The next one, which was unexpected for me, because I remember, because sometimes I'm thinking when I'm listening to the albums that we do for this series, I think, no, that's not going to be one of my 3 songs. And I'll I'll listen to it, but then never think on it again. And this one, I thought, oh, that's not going to be one of my 3 songs. But then as I was listening to it, I'm like, oh, that has such deep meaning. I just really liked it, and it had great instrumental work in it, and it was just really I thought it sounded a little proggy. But I don't know if that's accurate. I don't know. That's just what I thought. There was just a lot going on in the instrumental break, but then I really liked the message of it, that it's it's up to you, what you want to do, go do this or go do that, but it's down to you. And I just loved that. So yeah, it was just really, that one spoke to me. Aww. Even if maybe the music I wasn't as at first enthusiastic about, but it spoke to me.
Oh, that's nice.
Lyrics, so I really like it.
Yeah, that's a beautiful track. Yeah, one of my favorites on the album as well. Really beautiful, kind of a sweeter ballad feel, really beautiful performance. I love the piano. And yeah, there's a section where there's woodwinds or some other kind of instruments that kind of come in and add some more flavor to it. Some great kind of backing vocals, if I remember, and just in certain lines that were really pretty and really great, and just a great feel, kind of a cool vibe to that one as well. Just really pretty song. And it says from my research on Wikipedia, the song takes place in the aftermath of a one-night stand. So the verses provide philosophical ruminations about the situation, while the bridge provides more specifics about it. So that was kind of part of the background of the song, I suppose.
Nice.
Another song, just to pick something else too. I like the second side. I listened to it on vinyl, so I kind of split it into sides. The first song on the second side is Car on a Hill, which I felt had a really cool kind of jazzy kind of vibe to it that really spoke to me, almost like Steely Dan kind of flavor. Has some jazzy saxophone and piano groove, kind of an upbeat feel to the song. I read that it was just about her just kind of sitting waiting for a friend, just kind of this afternoon of boredom waiting for a friend to show up, and turned it into this kind of jazzy, cool little song that I really liked.
It's amazing how musicians and artists can just make art out of the most mundane things. Yeah. And I think that's what really makes art special, is just that people can create out of everyday life. You don't have to necessarily go through a big thing. You don't have to go through a huge experience in order to write art. You can write art about your coffee maker or your phone. I don't know.
Yeah. Why not?
I don't it's just amazing to me that people can just write music about sitting and waiting at a bus stop, or what was it, waiting for her friend?
Yeah, I think just at home waiting for a friend, waiting for their car to show up or something. So
That's cool.
Really cool, yeah.
Okay.
Another choice that
Another
stood
choice
out?
would be Raised on Robbery, which
Okay.
I think is
Yeah.
that one. Raised on Robbery, and I love this one just because you wrote high energy rock, which is what I love. Like I love it. It had like this country rock, like classic rock flair to it, and it was just a fun one, and that one I listened to a couple times, and I'm like, I gotta hear that again, and go back and listen to it again. So it was that I enjoyed that one a lot.
That was a fun one. Yeah, fun groove, fun like boogie kind of style, like some interesting kind of vocal harmonies that I thought were kind of cool. Kind of like throwback to like the Boogie Woogie Bugle Boy kind of like version of like throwback lyrics. So I thought that was a cool one as well. I'd probably highlight as well for my other choice, Free Man in Paris from the first side of the album, track number 3, which was another single, I believe, from the album, and just kind of get this breezy kind of flute sound, and it's really a fun poppy song, just another kind of folk rock vibes with a little bit of that jazz touch stone that you hear throughout the album. Just a really cool track that I think was inspired by music agent David Geffen, a close friend of hers in the music business, who's just, kind of on vacation, free from his like obligations, and being able to just enjoy being a free man on vacation in Paris and just having fun doing other things and not having to worry about the big, work stuff that he had going on. So I thought that was a cool idea. Once again, kind of maybe a simple idea for a song, but really turns into something really cool and really fun. So I really think this is one of the standout tracks for me on the album.
That's great.
So yeah, a lot of really
I love
good
the
stuff.
album. It was just really this nice, like folksy rock, like old timey record.
Just
old-timey.
Good like singer songwriter. It's a fairly short record. It's like under 40 minutes. It's like 37 minutes or something.
I
so
appreciate that.
It moves by pretty quick, and it's just a fun, breezy listen. It's kind of different than a lot of the stuff we tend to do. We do usually things that are more rock oriented, or have little touchstones of prog in them, but I thought this would be a nice little variation. With the classic album series, I'm trying to branch out and do like other types of genres and albums that are a little bit outside of what we normally do with our song reactions. So I thought this was kind of a cool diversion into a different area.
I liked it. Joni Mitchell, Court and Spark.
Should we discuss, I forgot to pull it up, but should we discuss like our rankings, where this would rank amongst the other albums we've done?
Oh, yes, we should.
All right.
Find them.
Yeah, so maybe refamiliarize yourself with your order.
I put this in number 3.
Oh, wow. That's pretty high.
I enjoyed it a lot.
That's great.
So my ranking is Elton John, and then the Beatles, Abbey Road, and then this one now, and then Led Zeppelin, Pink Floyd, David Bowie, Rolling Stones, and The Who. Awesome.
Now, I'm going to rank it a lot differently. I do like the album, but I'm obviously more of a rock guy. I tend to like some of these more classic rock kind of things that we've done before, or things that have
Should I put it in
prog
number 5?
touchstones. Well, you don't have
Led
to.
Zeppelin and Pink Floyd.
It's up to you. If you liked it more, it's good that we have kind of different rankings.
That was my impulse, but maybe I should think about this more.
We have to come back to it later.
Okay, sorry. What's your rank?
So I would put it near the bottom. I'd put it...
Boo!
Sorry. Dang. I'd probably put it after David Bowie, I think. At like my new number 6. It would be right in that range, because it's hard. The top 5 is pretty solid. Pink Floyd, Beatles, Elton John, Led Zeppelin, and David Bowie. I don't see how I could put this above any of those. But then I'd put this one next, followed by The Who's Tommy and Rolling Stones' Sticky Fingers, I think. Which is hard, because I really do respect Tommy and its like kind of placement in rock history, but personally it's not ever been totally a favorite of mine. I think The Who have other records that I prefer more than that one, so I'd probably slot it right between Ziggy Stardust and Tommy in my ranking list.
Okay.
So, just my preference.
I might put mine at number 5. After Led Zeppelin and Pink Floyd. Or maybe just after Led Zeppelin. I'll put it in number 4.
Okay, that's the
just
compromise.
Put it right in the middle there.
Okay. Fair enough. Okay, so
what's next?
Now I want to explain. I'm kind of doing something a little different with selecting our next album's choice. Before I was trying to just kind of go chronologically, and I had a list of a bunch of them that we were kind of building towards. But I decided I've added a bunch. I've added some albums that are earlier than the ones we've already talked about. And I thought it would, it's called Nathan on Shuffle, my channel. So I thought I'd just take the big list of albums that I've thought of that would be good choices and shuffle it. And
you put it on a wheel?
I'd put it on a wheel. Yeah, I have this website that just like spins it on a wheel and then it selects one of the choices by random.
So this is random.
So this is the random choice. I do it in advance so that I can go and purchase the vinyl. That's kind of part of the process for me. And so this is what came up. It's AC/DC.
AC/DC.
It's kind of...
That's very... There's nothing on the cover.
It's just a black cover.
Oh, is this Back in Black?
Yeah, Back in Black by AC/DC.
This is like a famous one, right?
Yeah. I mean, these are all
They're all
famous albums. That's kind of the point.
Oh, a used copy.
Yeah, it's a used copy, but I thought it'd be fun.
Back in Black, Hell's Bells. Do I know any of these songs?
Yeah, I'm sure you've heard them just from your classic rock experience.
Whoa.
It's probably on playlists and stuff. But yeah. So yeah, I as I talk about on certain videos, I'm kind of getting into buying more used records just to like have them,
That's cool.
And so I thought I'd buy this used and see how good the copy is. So yeah, classic AC/DC, more of a hard rock. We're veering into, I think this is from 1980, so we're almost kind of veering into the 80s a little bit. So a little jump from the 70s albums we've been doing.
This will be fun.
And so I thought it'd be fun. It'll be interesting. I'll have to pick a song for us to react to, and I'll try to pick one I don't think you'd know, but is still a pretty big song from them. So
good luck with that. I'm sure I know all of them.
Well, I'm sure you've heard the title track, Back in Black. It has pretty iconic riff. So
what's the riff? Which one is it?
You're gonna make me sing it?
Yeah, I'll cut it out. Don't worry. Is it the da-da-da-da? No, that's Aerosmith, huh? Is it the one I can play? Ba, 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 ba,
no.
Ba, ba.
That's Smoke on the Water, I think. But
is that AC/DC?
No, that's Deep Purple, which is also on our list.
That's what?
Deep Purple.
Deep Purple? That's a band?
That's the name of a band, yes.
Okay, play it for me. So, like you say, I know it, but...
Yeah, I think this is probably familiar to you, I would imagine. You've got to have heard this, right?
Yeah. I know it from Alias.
From Alias, of all things. Interesting.
Well, I mean, I knew it before then because I'm sure I had heard the song before, but that's what, like, whenever I think of this, I think of Jennifer Gardner in Lingerie. Because it's the song that plays, like, it was like the second season of Alias, and it was like a huge deal that they were airing their episode coming right off of the Super Bowl that was playing on here in the United States, and they started the episode with her walking down a hallway in lingerie to that music. Okay. And it was a very, like, iconic, like, part of Alias because, like, it grabbed attention of all these football fans. And then, like, the guy that she's talking to in the scene is like, no, I like the red one. And then she comes back and does the same thing, but wearing, like, red lingerie.
All right.
Like,
interesting.
But that's what always comes to mind. Come to mind is the show Alias, which I love Alias. So
okay, cool.
But that's a great song. I love that one.
Yeah,
that's classic. You're right. That's iconic, hun.
That's the kind of music you can expect. So I think you'll have a lot of fun with this. I don't know, like, the crossover of our viewership. It's very far removed from the prog stuff we usually do, but I thought it'd be fun deviation a little bit. I like this kind of music class kind of experience. We're just trying to talk about all the major albums that pretty hard to deny that they're classics. So
I've probably never heard any of the other songs unless they're
there might be one
famous
or two
ones
other
like that.
famous ones, but yeah,
Well, cool. I'm
probably
excited.
some ones you haven't heard.
Yay!
All right, so that's our show for today. Thank you guys for joining us. Hopefully you're enjoying the series. We try to do a classic album episode once a month, and so I'll have to shuffle into the next pick after this one. I'm kind of excited. I like to shuffle in advance so I can pick up the vinyl record if I don't have it already, and so I can listen to it. So that's the fun part of it. So thank you guys so much. Hopefully you're enjoying the music out there, whatever you got going, and we'll hopefully see you in another video. Right?
Right.
All right. Bye, everybody.
Bye. Enjoy the music. That's a good one.